Alright, hello everybody. So for our little professional development today, we are going to go over some technology that you can use in your classroom. But before we start that, I just have 3 questions that I would like you to answer. You can go ahead and pull out a blank sheet of paper, and I will give you a couple seconds in between each question to jot down your answer to these questions. My first question for you is, in your classroom, what kinds of presentation software do you use to deliver your message? So go ahead and take a few seconds to copy your answers down. My next question for you is, what kind of challenges are there with this software? And lastly, do you think your students could use this software to make a presentation if need be? So today I'm hoping to add a new software to that list, and that software is going to be called Canva. And Canva is a graphic design software. It can be used to make anything from beautiful PowerPoint presentations to striking posters or business cards. It can be used to make other things other than that, and we'll go over that later. Everything saves as a PDF on the site, and it also saves automatically. And the site is completely free to sign up, but once you get in the site, there are some things you can buy to go ahead and design with, but the buying option is completely optional, and mostly the site is completely free. The benefits of using Canva are that it's free to use, it is relatively easy to use, and if explained properly, your students will be able to use it to make their beautiful presentations. Everything saves automatically, and everything saves as a PDF, so it can be opened on any kind of computer. Sometimes with Word, you can't necessarily open it on every computer because it doesn't have Word, so this makes it able to open on every kind of computer. Plus, it's a website, so obviously if you have Wi-Fi, it can be saved on there as well. It also allows for more creativity than other softwares. Canva has endless options, and you can upload as many things as you want to the website to make your designs as unique and different as you would like them to be. It also has directional lines for when you are adding images, different fonts, or other pieces to your project. That way you can have everything lined up perfectly and spaced out perfectly in your design. It can be used to create other things other than presentations, which we'll go over in just a minute, and you can add personal images to the site as well just by uploading them, and we will go through that in the walkthrough. Different affordances for Canva. It can be used as presentations, posters, birthday cards, brochures, business cards. You can use it to edit photographs. You can even create blog or Facebook posts on there, plus so much more, which you'll get to see when we go in there. There are some challenges to using the site. It does cost money at certain points. There are things that do cost money, but the website does warn you when you pick them out. Plus, it has a little icon at the bottom of each image to show you that they aren't free. It is a website, so you can't access it without the internet or Wi-Fi. Word you can't access without Wi-Fi, but Canva is just so much more creative that it just overrides that. And it can be a little tricky to use if you don't understand it, but hopefully by the end of today, with everything that we go through, you'll be able to be an expert on it and hopefully want to try it out in your own classroom. So with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and exit out of this. And we are going to go ahead and get started on making our own Canvas. And as you can see, the presentation that I just showed you all, I actually made myself in Canva. So we're going to go through and see how we can make our own presentation. So you're going to go ahead and create an account. The website for Canva is just www.canva.com, and it pops right up. It'll pop up with a little screen, and you can take a minute to go ahead and create your account. You can log in with Google or Facebook when it pops up, and I'll give you guys a few seconds. You can go ahead and pause me and make your account. Alrighty, so when you open up, obviously your website is not going to look the same as mine. You're not going to have all these different presentations down here. You're just going to have this, and you honestly might have a little tutorial to go through and show you, but we're going to go through our own tutorial. So up here, you can go through and click the More button to go ahead and look at the different design options. Right now, we are just going to stick with the presentation option. After the video, you can go through and look at it more to see what else you can have your students make. Once you click on the presentation option, that will pop up with a different tab, so you can go ahead and start creating, and it will pop up with a completely blank slide up here for you to go ahead and start. Canva always pops up with the different layouts. You can go ahead and use one of the pre-made layouts that they have, or you can just go ahead and create your own. I always create my own because I like to add my own little flair and be as creative as possible. There is a sidebar over here, and on this sidebar you have your uploads feature, your background, your text, your different elements, your search, and your layouts. We're going to start with the background. So go ahead and click on that, and as you see, everything, all these little backgrounds down here are all free. You can click on any of them, and if you click on the background that you added, you can go ahead and use one of the default colors that they've created, or you can go ahead and make your own, which I think is awesome. You can use a pink, and if you don't want to use that bright of a pink, you can dim it down a little bit. You can make it as bright as you want. Really, you can do anything with the colors on here. Go ahead and click out of that, and we are going to add in some different elements. So you can put in some free photographs. You can put a grid in if you want to upload some pictures into it. If you have a picture on here, you can add a frame around it. You can put some different shapes on there. You can add lines. With the lines, you can just put some lines to design the background if you want. You don't have to do that. There's different illustrations you can use. Let me exit out of my lines here. There's different icons. You can even add in charts, which is a new feature that they added in, and there's some pre-made Canva stuff that you can add on here. If you click on shapes, which is what I really like to use to outline my text, and I'm going to add in this nice little white square, you can click on the square and you can make it any other color, of course, right up here in the little color box. You can make it as transparent as you want, and you could also, if you wanted to, link something to the square. So if you were in the website, you can go ahead and click on that square and it will pop right up to the link. We're going to go ahead and add in some text. So you just go ahead and click on the text option and drag that right on over. As you see, it's white, and I obviously don't want my text to be white to match my white background, so I'm just going to make my text blue. And you can pick whatever font. There are tons of different fonts for you to choose from, so I'm just going to click on this one. And as you see, it changes it. Obviously, you can change the font. You can make it bold or italicized. It has the line spacing. You can make a bulleted list, and you can even make it all capitalized without even having to go back and retype everything. You can also go ahead and upload your own picture. Just go ahead and click on the uploads option. As you see, I've already uploaded a whole bunch of my own pictures onto it. If you click on upload your own image, it will bring up your pictures, and you can just click on any picture. So say I wanted to add a picture of this cone in here. I could just click open, and cone is being uploaded in here. You can see it's loading on the little upload side over here, and it should be ready to go. So then I just go ahead and drag and drop like I did with my other shapes. And as you see, there's also the different directional lines while you are moving everything around on the screen. So if this was my finished project, and I wanted to share that, I would just go ahead and I usually make it public so everybody can see it. I could click download, and when I click download, it says that I can save it as a PDF. And I would just go ahead and click download. And at this point, if you had accidentally clicked on something that did not say free, when it finished downloading, it would come up and say that you need to pay at this point. But I did not click on anything that wasn't free. So everything on my untitled design is ready to go. If you want to go ahead and preview that, you go ahead and click on it as it comes up down the bottom. And you see it is right there, as beautiful as ever. You can download it, you can print it. It is now saved as a PDF. One more thing I want to show you with this is that there is a search bar to go along with it, and in this search bar you can type in whatever you want, and different images or photos, or you can have banners, anything you can think of will pop up in this search bar if you type it in. So now that we went over and did a quick little overview of that, I'm going to go ahead and put up this link to this handout, and let me just click on the handout and pull it up for you guys. In this handout, I have the different benefits from the PowerPoint, the challenges, and the affordances of Canva. I also typed up some directions for you, as well as some different resources talking about how you can use it in your classroom and why you should, and how it's such a great option. So here's the link up here. I'm going to go ahead and highlight that so you guys can copy that down. Go ahead and pause me if you need to take a second to highlight it. Alrighty. We also have just one more little thing to go ahead and close out this little presentation. I have a link to a Google form here about the presentation. It's just a super quick 5 questions, I think. Yep, and on these 5 questions, it's just all based on the presentation. It's all anonymous, I think. I made it anonymous. And just go ahead and type in your answers. I have 2 multiple choice for you, and then just go ahead and hit submit, and you will be good to go. So my 5 questions I have are, based on the presentation, would you consider using Canva in class? Based on how I presented the material, do you think Canva is easy to use? Would you consider having your students use this software? Is there anything I should add for the next time I present this? And after reviewing the handout, do you think you have a good understanding of Canva? So go ahead and play around with Canva all you want. Go ahead and look at the different handout and give me your feedback on that, and just submit it to me so I know you are ready to go. So thank you for watching this, and I hope you feel like you have a great understanding of Canva.